Húdi-dúdi, a nevem politikán, és ma fogom folytatni a Mass Effect 2-es végigjátszást. És ez Jacob Taylor hűségességi küldetése. Azaz lojalitás, igen. Na, értitek. Szóval a lényeg az, hogy ha nem láttátok az előző részeket, akkor hajrá, ott van a bal felső sarokban a playlist, meg lehet ott is találni őket, vagy a csatornámon is akárhol megtalálod a Mass Effect 2-es végigjátszásnál. Úgyhogy hajrá, nézzétek meg, aki eddig nem látta. Szóval lássuk Jacobnak mi a búja és baja.
Commander, sorry I'm a little unfocused. Personal matter. It won't affect my duties.
Always have time for my crew. What is it?
As I said, it's a personal matter. I don't want to waste our time if it turns out to be a goose chase. But... well, I got pinged by a ghost the other night. Family.
It's only a waste of time if you jerk me around. What is it?
My father was first officer on a ship that went missing 10 years ago. I had not talked to him for 3 years prior. His ship, the Hugo Gernsback, sent an SOS last week, reporting a crash and a request for rescue. Just like that, out of the black. I'm not convinced it isn't just some automated distress signal ticking over. It's been too long.
I'd think you'd be more excited that your father might be alive.
He wasn't around enough for me to have bad memories. It's an old, well-healed wound. But if he's actually alive and needs help, I also want to note that it's not normal procedure for distress calls to be routed to the Normandy. This was passed to my personal log through Cerberus filters.
Any signs that this was a Cerberus front? Who passed this to you?
I doubt the elusive man would let a direct operation stake hold this long. If there's a link, it's probably just about money. Cerberus needs diverse holdings to fund projects like, well, you. And whoever sent this my way covered their tracks. Someone could be fishing for favors, or thought it would get under my skin. Who knows with that bunch?
You didn't get along with your father?
He made no apologies, I'll give him that. You make a mistake, you own up to it, even if you keep making it. Whatever problems we had were a lifetime ago. I've had 10 years to get to where I am, and as far as I know, he's still a ghost.
I think we can spare the time. Pass the coordinates to Joker.
I appreciate that, Commander. I don't expect more than dusty old bones, but it'll be good to close the record.
Valaki azért, na, mégis kellett, hogy küldje azt az SOS jelet. SOS jelet. Szóval, amint mondtam, ezeket a hűséges vagy loyalty questeket azért csinálom, mert hát igen. Nagyobb az esélyem az arra, hogy túléljem az öngyilkos küldetést a kollektorok ellen, hogyha a csapat tagjai az összesen 100%-osan koncentrálnak, és nem máshol jár az eszük. És hogyha ezt megteszem értük, és tartoznak egyel, úgymond, akkor vakon követnek bárhova, bármilyen döntést hozok. És ez csak is jó lehet. Úgyhogy, Jacob Taylor, lássuk csak, apád éle még. Húdi-dúdi, a nevem politikán. És ma fogom folytatni a Mass Effect 2-es végigjátszást. Aki nem látta az előző részeket és érdekel, mi történt benne, ott van a bal felső sarokban. Amint mondtam, ott van a bal felső sarokban a playlistot, megtaláljátok.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Oké, Idi, ha te mondod.
Right! There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years. Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Amint látjátok, ez Jacobnak a loyalty questja, azaz a hűséges küldetése.
Repeat, toxology alert.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Előbb lássuk, mi van a hajón. Ez tényleg olyan, mint egy hajóember van. Na, ez űrhajó, de akkor is vízbe landolt, úgy néz ki, mint egy hajó.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember, can think straight. They have to hurry.
Oké. Olyan faszít, insomnia van, vagy mi? Felejtenek dolgokat. Amnézia, nem insomnia, faszban.
Expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him.
Mi az úton? Nem tudok átmenni? Na, most sincs semmi érdekes. Oké, akkor lássuk, mi az a VI, amit beszélget. Activated Beacon VI. Virtuális intelligencia.
Toxology alert. Danger of rap.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by acting captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Why are you comparing the crash to theoretical speeds?
The Hugo Gernsback was constructed off-world. It is not rated for suborbital descent, and doing so exceeded operational parameters.
Oké, szóval az azt jelenti, alapjában az űrbe rakták össze, és nem kellett volna, hogy leszálljon soha egy bolygóra. Köszi, hogy megmondtad az emberek nyelvén is, és nem csak valami gépek nyelvén, te segg!
Who's in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours. Following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback, activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Oké, ezt már megértettük egyszer, köszi.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Oké, szóval ez alapjában azt mondja, hogy akik itt laknak több mint egy hétig, és eszik az itteni növényezetet, stb. Megbolondulnak. Szóval nem amnézia, ha csak elvesztik a memóriájukat, stb.
Come on, let's get going.
My father had a working beacon, but didn't signal for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
After this long, he's probably chewing the walls.
Valahogy úgy. Úgy néz ki, mint egy csatatér. Egyáltalán nem egyértelmű, hogy BioWare. Nem egyértelmű, hogy csata lesz. Ne törődj!
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Watch out!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
We've been spotted.
Mi fasz bazzeg, ha nem haltok meg, ha meglőlek, mi az Isten? Na. Az első, amelyik csantozott.
That ain't neural decay. That's just nuts.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
Gyere csak menjünk vissza ez a Choice-hoz, mondja, fejezed be, amit akart mondani.
You kill them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this.
Oké. Mi ez? Valami volt itt. Ne hazudj neked. Ez az 1500 kredit, gazdag vagyok, apukám. Minden faszt. De meg kell hagynom. A kilátás azért gyönyörű.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
Nem vagy egyedüli. Mi a fasz, bazzeg, mind asszonyok?
They don't look hostile, but they're wearing enemy colors.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent?
Yeah. But that other woman said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop. Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
He has a cruel face. His cruel face.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
He is bad. He
keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
Please reconsider your aggressive attitude. Weapons are forbidden. Your captain demands weapons are forbidden.
Any CO who do this to his own men is asking for a knife in his spine. Well, that would make...
You have his face, but you fight his machines. You might stop this. I forget how to read, but this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Think on your own time. What's in there?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
The beacon was fixed after a year, so the plan must have worked. Why no signal?
Those weren't the last entries on the casualty list. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
So why call for help now?
The surviving males are changing. Everything he did is coming back to bite him in the ass. 9 years. Why didn't he set it right? I need to find this man.
Okej, oba säger samma problem.
On my way! I'm going.
A másik ott maradt.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free. God damn it. It's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
That rotted old corpse looks like a warning. The newer ones look like they died there.
The hunters started fighting back. Positioning! With you, Shepard.
Here we go.
Coming! Come on over!
Collision.
He had plenty of choices.
Warning.
Who's next?
Excuse me.
I've got him!
We can use this.
Firing an impact gun!
Proximity warning. Impact event. Impact event.
Nice trip!
Collision proximity warning detected. Casualty. Threat to
This'll put him down!
Trying to keep them busy. Distracted, but it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come. He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch. Come on over! Move it! Excuse the train laggards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me. Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
Enemy drone!
Have it!
Between the eyes.
I've got him! Shotgun! About to get hot. Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Szépet robbant az a heavy meg. Lássuk csak ki is igazából Jacobnek az apja. Ronald Taylor.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you're acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I'd hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
Can't say this wouldn't be a hell of a vacation. But you don't get to just walk away after all this time.
You're damn right he doesn't. What happened here, I should vent his head. But he's not even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Milyen egy önteltség? Nem csak öntelt, még magának is van ember. Katasztrófa. Hát jó börtönözést. Onnan majd kiszabadulni biztos nem fog. Amire Jacobot illeti, hát Sorry, hogy az apuci rossz lett. Nincs mit csinálják ez ellen. Szóval... To have a shot at romance, you need to talk to people, lol. Szóval, készülben, hogy végignéztetek ezt a részt is.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Don't even give them the taillights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Really? Because given the result, it feels like something you'd have your hands in.
You know very little about me, Shepard. Don't presume to understand my intentions. Cerberus is ultimately about humanity. My people are valuable to me.
Fine. You didn't forward it. So who did?
I did.
Was this supposed to be a favor? Or did you just want to see him squirm?
What he did with it was his own business. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Come on. We've got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard. Thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
Oké, szóval kezdtem mondani, mert nem tudtam, hogy még nincs vége a küldetésnek, de most már vége van. Köszönöm, hogy végignéztetek ezt a részt is, és hogyha tetszett, akkor légy szíves, nyomjatok egy lájkot, osszátok meg a videót, vagy kövessetek a csatornámat. És hogyha érdekel, mi történik a következő részben, ott van a jobb falsó sarokban, a playlisten is megkapjátok, és a csatornán is. Szóval alapjában akárhol megkapjátok. Addig is, ameddig találkozunk a következő részben. Húdi-dúdi!